it comes back to that famous poem, you must shine your light so that you can allow people around you to shine their light. So yeah, Kissy Mamen, I forgot my point. What was I saying?
What's up everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mafiwa Ramalabana if you don't know that already, which would mean this is your first time joining. And if that's the case, hello doll, how you doing, and thank you for joining. And to my notification squad, the gang that likes before they watch, what is good? So guys, today I have a very special guest on my channel. He's special because he's a brother from another mother, you know what I'm saying? And today we are here to draw some inspiration from him. We are here to learn about, you know, being a young black South African who's pushing business, you know, entrepreneurship and all the sorts. Like it's
It's your channel.
Potato.
It's your channel.
That one. So yeah, so this is Letlotlo Baloyi. He is a content creator. He's an entrepreneur, and he's also a speaker, motivational speaker, all kinds of speakers, you know what I mean? So I don't want to say too much because this video really is focused on him. So I'm going to give him a platform to introduce himself. Hello, Letlotlo.
Hey, Mafiwa. How are you? Hey, Mafiwa. I don't know what you guys are but the people at home who watch Mafiwa's channel, my name is Letlotlo Baloyi. Founder LikeAChamp, which is a clothing brand, as you can see. Rise&Grind, which hosts events companies. We're mostly known for an event in the north, small event called London Bidori, Malandan. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Oh, and I'm an uncle and a son.
Yes.
I'm sure I forgot something, but I'll just say it within the interview.
We'll find out more as we go.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you like a couple of questions just so we get to know you and your journey, like regarding being a businessman, because that's like basically what you are, you know. So we're gonna start from when you were a bundle of joy. So what were your dreams growing up, like as a child?
I wanted to be a vet. I wanted to study veterinary science, doctor, as a kid. And yeah, that's what I wanted to do for the longest time. And God willingly, that's what I went to varsity to go study. I was lucky enough to get in, given the fact that it's a very small class. Let me take a certain amount of students, and the fact that it's not given everywhere. It's only, I think, from my knowledge, it's UP around here. So yeah, I was very lucky to get into that and actually study what I wanted to become.
And do you think that like your life right now is parallel to those dreams as a child? Like, are you living that dream?
Yeah, I think it's parallel, obviously, but at the same time, and this is, I'm about to go deep for a second. You know, sometimes as kids, we have things that we want to do. I remember my brother last saying that he wanted to be a painter and say, Mama, it's a thing where it's frowned upon, or like, you can't be doing 1, 2, 3. No son of mine is going to be 1, 2. So we have dreams according to what is best. So if I say right now, because I'm a kid and I love animals, you'll be a vet, you know, and you build that out of, hey, when I like arguing, go be a lawyer. So you build and sometimes you get to a point where you ask yourself, well, is this really me, or am I where I want to be? Because sometimes everything is right with the world, or you feel like you're doing all the right things, your marks are right, you're in the right path, but when you're alone, you're not happy. Something is missing, and you ask yourself questions on, am I the person who I want to be? Or you feel like you've been living according to what people want for you for the longest time, that you've actually lost yourself. And so I feel like that's one of the reasons why I followed that path, not in a like deep sense, but yes, I love animals. I love animals more than your average black person, you know. But yeah, that's it.
So okay, so some people may not know this about you because you're saying you love animals and you studied that, but the real thing is that you actually not working with animals
at all.
You are doing business.
Yes.
So you went and you studied what is it called? Veterinary
science.
Yes. You studied that and then you left.
Yes.
Why?
Because it's a thing where, honestly, when I was going there, that was my plan B.
Okay.
My plan A was what I'm doing right now. And it got to a point where if I'm going to be working so hard for plan B and for so long, because I mean studying 6, 7 or 8 years, not knowing what time I was going to complete the course, because obviously you can only leave when you're a doctor. You get me? Yeah. So it's a thing where I was like, if I'm doing all of this, might as well go put in all my energy and effort into what I really want to be.
Yeah.
So
makes
that
sense.
was the energy and the...
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, and what were the challenges when you decided, okay, like what was going through your head when you were like, I'm dropping out, like get rid of school? And what are the challenges that came with making that decision?
There's a lot of challenges because I feel like my family, as you know, is a educated yardstick type of family. Like people look to my mom, my dad as individuals. So Abantu was a teeny is a major factor, and it's not just me whose head is on the chopping block. My mom, my dad, and stuff like that. So I needed to consider everyone, and at the same time, it's not just two in my family. It's like we're 7, you know.
Yeah.
So
it's a big family.
It's a big family. There's a lot of people to consider.
Yeah.
So it also comes back to that thing where, okay, fine, you want to do this. This does not make you happy, but you don't want to be selfish to an extent where you have to ignore everyone else's emotions. Obviously, no parent is going to be happy. They're telling you, hey, my son is going to be a doctor. Then the next thing, you think for what to go. Whatever you do is not good enough. There's some meme I saw, they're like, in black families is doctor, engineer, lawyer, number 4 is disgrace to family. Anything else is like, it's deep, but that's what happens. So
you know,
it
happens.
I wonder was a teeny was one of the factors of I can't do this because, and at the same time you're gonna be frowned upon. What are you gonna do after this? Are you sure of what you wanna do? So,
and I think like in the first year that you're trying to prove to them for what you're trying to do will work, it's the hardest year. So it kind of looks like what you left school for is not working, or you know. You
know what's the other sad thing about is that if right now you're in school and you fail, they're gonna say, hi man,
keep pushing.
You fail your second year, hi man, keep pushing.
Yeah, I see where you're going with this.
If you fail outside of school, it's not working. Stop. Pick up.
That's deep.
And that's the energy and what actually happened for the longest time. But you have to be, you have to feel it from within. You need to be passionate about it because it's gonna be really, really hard. It's hard. The one thing that people don't talk about, especially when it comes to entrepreneurship, is the depression associated with it. Like people go into spaces where, because the world is against you. People start looking down on you, your family. The one safe space that you feel like, this is why I draw my strength.
They don't give you the blessing.
Because they're against this idea. So you're not getting love from anywhere. And the one thing that things aren't working, because the one thing is that failure is the stepping stone to whatever.
It's showing you, oh, that doesn't work. Let me try this.
There's no textbooks. There's no textbooks. There's no path. There's no. You must study course CMY 116. After this, you must fail, learn, and that's
again.
Exactly.
Wow. So you touched on passion, like make sure it burns from the inside. Like I've had conversations with people who get frustrated by that phrase because they don't know what their passion is. Like they don't know what's my purpose on this earth, you know? And I always thought I knew what my passion is. I know things that I like and what I'm passionate about. But I literally got to a point where I was like, I'm not sure what I'm here for. I know what I'm good at, but I'm not sure of my purpose. So what would you say, how would you say someone can know, okay, this is my passion or this is my purpose?
One thing I think people need to understand is that the minute you the last days of high school and the early days or early years of varsity is when you are allowed to be confused. Because it's really unfair to say, oh, you are 18, know what you're going to do with your life.
True.
And that's life. Technically, you need to decide by the time you're 17 because you need to apply.
Apply, yeah.
Yes. And at that time, you're telling people who are not even legal to make life decisions. They're not old enough to make certain life decisions, but they're old enough to make decisions about the rest of their lives. It doesn't really make sense. So you are allowed to be confused. And I think sometimes also not having the money to be confused.
Yes.
You know, your parents only have X amount of money for them to take you to school 3 years and you're supposed to complete, and there's a lot of pressure. Unlike some people, they can take gap years, they can give them money, they can travel, they can figure things out, and it's not cheap. Figuring yourself out is not cheap because it's time. Because here's the one thing I usually tell people, okay, would you rather have it where you go straight into varsity, study 3 years only to realize, okay, I didn't want to do this. And that's why sometimes you find people, hey man, you completed a degree, you want to do another one, you get me? Then, or someone who took a gap year, after taking a gap year, they go straight into it knowing what they want to do.
Yes.
So who wasted time?
The one, us.
You see, so it's and it's down to perspective, it's down to what you want to do. So at the end of the day, it's fine being confused. It's fine being confused. The one remedy that I feel that people, it's two things. Number one is that try. Try. People speak, they don't do things. Try. Don't make excuses that some of you feel that you can kill YouTube, for example, but you feel like there's a lot of YouTube channels, but there's no YouTube channel like yours.
Exactly.
Yeah, try.
We don't have you.
We don't have you. The world
the others.
needs you. So try it and you'll see, okay, sharp, do you have the stomach for this? Do you have the passion for this?
Yeah.
Try something else. Try clothing. Try singing. Try everything.
Until you find what works for you. And
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the second point is that when you're in certain spaces, you need to, besides trying and doing okay, sharp, you're gonna find yourself in spaces that you're forced into.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have to go to school, you have to, and that's fine. You can do that, and on the side, do something else. Just try, because sometimes in school you were going to school and you had athletics, you had soccer and stuff like that. You have enough time to do other things. Try that.
True.
Yeah, and being confused is not, it does not mean it's the end of the world. You find people who are 50 years old, 40 years old who are confused. So the other thing is, the major thing is self-awareness.
Yeah.
There's certain things that you know about yourself, Mafiwa. You know, but you doubt for the longest time. If right now they said, okay, sharp, Mafiwa is a personality or is a presenter somewhere, because I know the energy that you give, I know the type of person, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, true.
There's certain people, if you're okay, Letlotlo is guy doing 1, 2, 3, you're gonna say, yeah, but he's always exactly. There's certain things that you've always done since a young age, high school, primary, that is you, that you try to run away from.
True. Yeah, that's actually, like what you're saying is actually true. And I remember you once asked me, Kosel, you were like, I think I was in high school, and you were like, Mafia, what do you really want to do? And I was so afraid to answer that question because I was basing my answer on the response that I always get from family or other people when I say, oh, but I want to be on TV.
I want to be an actor.
I want to be an actress. I just want to be on TV. I don't care if it's acting. I just like to be seen. You know what I mean? And to another person, that sounds like a hobby. It doesn't sound like a career.
And it's your personality.
And it's my personality.
I
don't even need to work hard. I just need to be me, and I get coins. You know?
Exactly.
So I remember when you asked me that, I literally thought back, my parents would always tell me, growing up, all you ever wanted to do is taking pictures, that's all I did growing up.
Yeah.
So how I wanted to become a doctor or a psychologist, I don't know what happened there.
Obviously, the world shaped your...
And also because I love people, so I thought the only way I can help people is by being a doctor.
And it's not the only way.
It's not. You can actually be a personality and inspire people. We don't always have to physically... You understand? Like activism, all of those things. I like how you... Okay. So the question that I wanted to ask, but I feel like I already have an answer, but just for,
the viewers.
Yeah, is do you have any regrets?
Funny enough, one of the reasons why I actually took this decision is because of I felt like I did not want to live life with regret.
My question is now, like we're talking about entrepreneurship, is what's entrepreneurship like? Like, what is it? What's it like? And what are the challenges that, like, someone who's watching now, who's like, I feel like I'm an entrepreneur. Like, I wanna push a business, or I wanna push something, and I don't know what challenges I might, face, or maybe someone who's pushing like you guys, and who's like, maybe someone who can relate to the challenges that, like, the more like universal challenges, you get me, the general ones, that anyone who's pushing anything, not just clothing, not just someone who's just looking into becoming an entrepreneur, can say, okay, this thing has this challenge and I need to look out for that. Yeah, what's
I think one of the major challenges is that people, first of all, entrepreneurship these days is very broad.
Yeah,
first of all, we don't all need to be entrepreneurs, but at the same time, if you're selling art, you're an entrepreneur. If you're a graphic designer,
you're an entrepreneur
to an extent. You're selling something, you're selling a service, or you're selling a product.
If you're pushing something,
so
in essence, YouTube is a form of entrepreneurship.
Yeah, because some people get massive deals from it.
Or they can sell merchandise.
Exactly. You'd be very naive not to say, or to an extent, like Mutata Mihlali is not an entrepreneur.
She's an entrepreneur.
Because she's making a living.
Yeah. From what she does.
Exactly. Or Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner she's the billionaire.
Yes. It's Kylie.
It's Kylie, yeah. And if you say, she's not an entrepreneur, she just sells makeup and promo. Do you have a billion? Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's really broad, and the challenges that people face as a young black South African.
Yeah, particularly in South Africa. I think
Funding is a massive problem, and I think one of the things that people always say is that if I only had X amount of money, then I'd be able to, and it's an excuse.
Yeah.
Take 100 rand, make one shirt, sell it. Take the profit, make 2 shirts, and build. This thing of not having money is an excuse. Don't say, but my plans are bigger than that because I want to. That's what I need.
Yeah.
Then go get a job then. Go get a job, save money. So you can start whatever you want to start.
Yeah.
Or if your plan is good enough, put it on paper and get an investor. People don't like investing in ideas, sadly. And a lot of people have a lot of ideas, but people suck at execution. I think 5% of people are executors, 95% of people just talk. Yeah, sometimes you find people, I'm sure you know people who've started 6 things, and you find people who've never started anything. I want to start a YouTube channel. I was thinking of, I actually had that idea. I always get people say, we actually thought of doing,
but why didn't you?
You didn't do it.
I get you. Yeah,
exactly.
I get you.
So, you can, and ideas are free, man. I can tell you my idea. People always think that if I say my idea out loud, someone will steal it.
Mara, no one's gonna do it how you do it.
Besides that, people don't steal ideas, man. Just go start your thing and leave other people alone. Please.
There's that too.
Yeah, besides the money part, support.
Yes.
Support, because majority of the time you are the first generation of entrepreneur in your family. Because I feel like, especially when you are African, black, education saved a lot of our families. So going against it is very
doing it the unconventional is like it's taboo. It's like it never worked. Like, I actually had an uncle who said, like, I told him I want to be an actress, and he said, but who in the family acts? How do you know it's gonna work? We all went to school and that works.
Exactly.
So do that first. Then you can push your acting if going to school doesn't work, which goes back to what you said about wasting time, because it's like I'm spending money doing something that's acceptable, whereas I could have taken a risk, saved money, and did what actually works for me and see how that turns out. You know what I mean? So I get you, and that's support, guys.
Money, support, and the support from family, friends. That's when people actually start losing people around them. hey, I thought me and this person were like this, but we're not as close. So yeah, money, support, obstacles. We don't have a lot of people who've been through, like you said, there's no other act in your family, so you don't actually have mentors, people who can lessen the journey or make it simpler. So you're gonna have to be the first person who learns how to go through this and that and that and that. That's like first few things that I can think of that and fear. Fear. A lot of people, because as much as we're talking about the challenges within, a lot of people just don't start. They talk about it for the longest time. I want to.
What do you think, like, how should I, like, you know, it's fear, but something maintains it. Like, and you make excuses and you never start. Like, what do you think fuels that? Like, makes that fear grow bigger than the faith?
I want to is major. How people are going to look at me when something does not work. But another strong one, how I look at people who fail. I look at it's like this thing out of shout. I want to be a rapper, but I won't start because how I look at other rappers. Oh, what rapper, yeah? Oh,
another one.
Oh, what rapper? So how you treat people who fail, or how you look at people,
is how you
think people will perceive you, and that's why you'll never start.
And that's how judgment just works. Like, you won't do something because of how you think of the people who are doing it.
Exactly.
Makes a lot of so basically it all goes back to the self. Like, introspect and
know thyself.
Know thyself. Self-awareness.
That's major, and if knowing yourself can solve a lot of problems, because it also the type of people you attract, knowing yourself, knowing okay, because I'm this type of person, I know that I can deal with these type of people, or these type of people will not tolerate me, or X amount of them.
Makes sense. Okay, so we've dealt with the challenges part. So, but what's the best part about doing what you love?
Exactly that.
What? Doing what you love.
Yeah, because sometimes the one thing that actually sometimes I look at and fuels me to an extent is looking at people who dread what they do. They hate it with a passion, and you look at how they live their lives where you dread what you do so much that you can't wait to get away from it, but it's actually 40 years of your life.
Like you're forever.
Yeah, you hate it, but it's part of you. And not saying that there's gonna be things in entrepreneurship that you dread doing. No, there's going to be things that you hate. There's gonna be certain elements that you need to get done. But doing something you hate for the rest of your life, and you can see how life gets sucked out of certain people, and how they'll tell you, this person years back was not like this, or something like that. It's just that it was.
It's a depression you were talking about.
And how you treat people, and how you just have an outlook on life, because you're gonna be doing something that you hate for 40 plus years of your life. And I don't think personally anybody would want to live their lives like that. Yeah, maybe doing it for like 5 years if you're trying to get some capital and stuff like that, or get your family out of the situation. That's fine, because you need to do certain things out of necessity. You can't ignore that point.
I get you. So where do you see yourself in like 10 years?
I mean, we must switch off the camera for that. Then you must switch off the camera for that. I think in terms of I'm going to bring it down just to I don't want to speak ideas and stuff like that, because there's mind maps that I have for the businesses that I'm involved in. But in terms of me personally, I just want to inspire. I want to inspire. I want to be in a space where this type of conversation can be people can look at ripple effect. I remember there's years back when my sister told me that because you are brave, you inspire people around you to be brave. So it's like a ripple effect. So if you can be inspired by what I do and you can do something, then the next person and the next person. We need to be the first generation of X and X and X. First generation of actors, first generation of this, and you need to inspire that with the people that are around you, and they need to do. So in turn, you're looking for you come back and say, it started all
like
here,
this,
with this person, he did. So if you can just bring hope, just your presence. You can be an idea. Just your presence.
And before I ask you this last question, where was Rise and Grind LikeAChamp when 10 years ago? And did you guys see yourself here then?
Funny enough, okay, all those brands, I'm sure were just somewhere in the universe waiting to be taken and executed. Okay, Sharp, the youngest baby is Waze, the second born is Rise&Grind, and the first born is LikeAChamp. And it's so funny that as much as we're speaking that some people have not started, besides these babies, there's other ventures that we've tried and we've failed in a lot. The one thing that I can tell people is that I don't mind failing.
You don't?
You know, I don't mind hosting an NT event. I've hosted NT events before. I can do it tomorrow. I don't mind. But because I'm not scared of hosting MT events, we've hosted events where there's a lot of KCG editing. We just show the people dancing there, and Sarah showing them that there's the people.
Anyway,
I will find the peace with you in there because you support, you are there. But nonetheless,
I'm just being spicy.
Yeah, not being scared of that happening gives you that freedom. It's that thing where it's like, if you do on Twitter, I'm going to tell people or bubbles.
Yeah.
Bubbles. There's that energy and
that confidence.
Exactly, being feeling. I don't mind failing. I don't mind being humiliated. I don't mind, and because you don't mind that, you're willing to take risks. You're willing to take risks. I don't care how people. I want to do teeny syndrome is not a factor for me, honestly. I don't care.
Do you think that's your secret to success? Like,
to an extent, you must be crazy to want to be successful. If right now you say you want to be a Bonamo Somizi, you must be crazy. You must be crazy.
Very bold.
And funny enough, it's a thing where we always have examples of people doing it around us, but we never take it for ourselves. We always, people make excuses for where you are. Because of people do that. So it's the thing, so Miss gay, but what are they gay? Like, there's a lot of gay people who are not so easy. Do you get what I'm saying? A lot of people are saying, but YouTube in South Africa, look at me.
But she's a girl.
Exactly. Besides that, people can tell you there's never been. You can be the first to.
Yeah.
Perfect example. Kespa. We can. We can. There's examples. Whether you take it for yourself or not, it's up to you.
Yeah, true.
And that's how I feel. You can be the first.
Yeah.
You can be the first.
Yeah.
It's not you.
Yeah.
And when people, it's like that famous poem. That line. Our greatest fear
is not that we are inadequate.
Our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
That is true.
Exactly. So people think, I can. Who are you not to be? And that's how I see things. And one could say, and yes, you must be crazy to change the world. To surpass people.
And it's the craziest people who actually did the biggest things.
Exactly.
So that's So when did LikeAChamp start? Or when did
2011, Rise&Grind 2015, Waze last year. I guess I just remember that I didn't technically answer a question. I just wanted to say. Maria, kind of question was, where were they? They were babies, man. They were just.
I remember it was like those buttons that we put. You guys were selling the
badge. Back in the day. We hosted, LikeAChamp was just another clothing brand. Even the quality was not
as
because we're printing, and right now we're at a point where we get our stuff from China, our latest collection from Pakistan. So it's quality. So if big brands, when you see a text like made in China, made in Malaysia,
then you know
we're also there printing their way. So the quality must know is, And another thing is, in terms of Rise&Grind, you remember we had poetry nights.
I want them back. I keep saying, guys, Recopeladi comedy night. Like, people are depressed. We want to have a good laugh.
True. I'll talk to management.
Honestly, management, LikeAChamp, Rise&Grind.
They must do the things.
Hello.
Yeah.
We want to
Anyway. In terms of that, we did poetry nights, comedy nights.
Like,
all types of events before we got to a point where we actually hosted and stuff like that. And funny enough, the first answer, I can actually tell you how many people came through. I think the amount of people that came through are like, it was us, saying the team. Yeah, maybe 6 or 7.
You can even count.
Yeah, I mean, less than 20 people.
Wow.
Oh, Z and nothing on the day. It was Z, Momo. So, between 20 and 30.
Wow.
Wow.
And it was free.
Yeah, it was free. Oh,
for like a while.
Yeah, it was free.
I missed out on all the free events.
Because one of the things is that people were saying that people did not trust eventing in the north. So we knew that we needed
to build
taste.
Trust.
They needed to taste it and say, okay, Sharp, this is something I'd spend my money
on. And now you'll drive all the way from Joburg.
So we must give
just
people
London
just turned 1 in June.
Oh, congratulations, you guys!
But it was empty. But funny enough, it was a thing of that's where the experience came in. Of all those other events. Don't worry, Sharp, people are not gonna come. We knew from day one. People are not gonna come. Secondly, we need to show people that
they can rely on you.
Yes.
I think I picked up on that the most, even though I knew you guys are very reliable. It was the June one that made me see what these guys are. They are here to do business.
The one that passed?
No, the June one where you guys literally you cancelled 4 like venues or something, and then on the day there was another venue like shift, and we were just like, my goodness. Literally, we went to the last venue, and my word, I had the best time of my life. I had a surgery the next morning, but I didn't care.
Shout out to my London.
Shout out to you guys. Like,
yeah, funny enough, that's what all the years of failure. Because the one thing that, and shout out to the Rise&Grind team, is the fact that we were talking to them and telling them that the fact that the experience, that's where it came in at the end. You get me? Because every single time was a thing where we knew what to do on the day.
True.
Nobody needed to say anything to anybody because, okay, Sharp, organizing a big event takes time, it takes a lot of effort. So it's like organizing a house party. Let's say right now you have to bring people in, get drinks, get whatever within an hour. It's a lot of work. So imagine organizing a massive event and you have to move furniture, sound, everything. Because you just need to move an event on the day. But everybody knew what to do. So that's where the failure comes in. That's where knowing this and that, and and again, people trusting you.
Yeah.
People knowing, okay, wherever these guys go, we know that they can assure quality. Exactly.
And you did.
Exactly. So shout out to my London and the Rise&Grind team.
Yeah, well, and so my closing question is, like I said, because I mean obviously anyone who's watching this may not necessarily be someone who wants to be an entrepreneur per se, but like we said, there's a broad definition for it. But even anyone who's also in a position where they're just like, I have a dream. I'm young or old, you never know, but I'm a person in South Africa or wherever in the world. I have a dream. It seems like it's not within reach, like maybe because of a financial reason or because of family not supporting you, or or someone who's in varsity studying something they know this is not where I feel like I belong. What advice would you give to that person? Like, maybe not, because people have different journeys. Not everyone has to drop out. That's not everyone's story. But but what advice do you have for such a person who's in that position, who's like, I'm in school, but I don't think this is how I want to die one day, like, get this thing. Or I have a dream. I'm in school and maybe I'm studying for my dream, but I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. Like, just someone who has a dream but they don't think it's attainable. What advice do you have for that person?
Don't even try. Don't think about it. Don't do it. Don't drop out, guys. It's a trap. It's a lie. I want to go circle back and move. Wow. Hey.
We're not bookers, but all fella.
No.
Actually,
on a serious note, people that came to me and asked me, I'm thinking of dropping out. I always tell them, don't. You know why? Because me personally, it was a conversation between me and me. This journey is hard. It's hard, and not just because of the actual, like, you chasing your passion. It can be, sometimes it doesn't. It can also mean you leaving what you're studying now only to go study something else. This is not just, it's down to passion. It's not just down to leaving school and not doing, no, it's just down to passion. do whatever you want to do with school. That way you get more love from people and you get more love from your parents. You don't stress them out, because then it took a huge toll on my family, especially my mom. And then I think our relationship to an extent, but because there's a conversation for that, obviously it's gonna take a toll. I did not need any convincing from anybody. I made that decision on my own, because there's gonna be nights and days where you're alone and it's really, really hard, and the person that you're gonna have to go back to is your son. You don't want that thing when people come back to me, we think it's a lie. So no, yeah. That time, my man, I'm having my own problems. So that's what I'm saying. One thing, if you need a nudge or convincing, don't do it. If it does not burn like an ember or from within to push you forward, then don't do it. I'm sure maybe some of you are watching this video because you need clarity on that. If you are unsure and you can't yourself figure it out, or if your passion does not move you, or whatever you're doing now does not make you feel uncomfortable, then stay. There's a lot of people who I know who've cried, I want to drop out, and stayed, and they're fine.
They graduated. So, but what about people? There are some people who really do become depressed staying in school, studying what they don't want to study. Like I know someone who lost a family member from depression because they were studying what their parents approved of and not what, and that's the conversation that hurts, because it's in a South African context. You can't drop out because, do you have a plan? You know, do you have a plan? It's like someone saying, I'm quitting my job, but I want to plan next month or you know what I mean? But I'm depressed, I'm not happy. So what about that person?
That person needs to be selfish. I think the one conversation that we don't have is the fact that sometimes you need to look at yourself, because some people, it's a thing where you're not just in school for yourself. You're in school because you need to change situations at home. Nobody wants to go home, because some people, is a thing where you are the one that got out.
True.
You got out or you're
the first one.
Yeah, the first one, or the small group that actually goes out and people stay, it's boring, or people look at them somehow. You're actually one of like the heroes, and you are dying, but you don't want to disappoint a lot of people. So you could say be strong, but if it affects your mental health and stuff like that, be selfish. I'd advise that, because it's not nice, because there's some people actually get physically sick. I
actually did.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Stay in school.
Yeah. Stay in school. I mean, I stayed.
Yeah.
I think I'm asking you this because I was that person. Like, I did become physically sick because I was trying to convince myself that what I'm doing is what I love. I love what I'm studying, but not enough to do it for the rest of my life. Do you get me?
But that was an honest conversation that you eventually
had. But that's what I had it after I got sick for 6 weeks, after seeing a lot of specialists and then going for the surgery. Then I was like, oh, actually, no, this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life, because it'll be worse than this when it's a job. You understand? So some people may not have the same wake-up call, like being sick, or wanting to, or I don't know, having someone close to them, you know, Ibolaya, because of that kind of depression. But like, I think that's the conversation. Like, how do you get through to that person? How do you convince them that staying in school is good, but you also need to be selfish? Like, how do you do that all at once? It's a tough one.
It's a tough one, because you know, the one thing that I always say is that people think I hate school. It's a sort of hate school but love education. Leaving school does not mean you stop learning. Not at all. Sometimes it's worse outside, because you learn with your skin. It's more painful. There's no student support, lecturers and stuff like that. You get hit life, and there's nobody to pat your back and tell you get up and keep on going.
True.
You need to do it yourself. So I think that one is where people need to actually consult specialists, but they need to know deep down what they really want. They must know, because I feel like with your situation, because I know you, it's actually, I can have my 2 cents on it to an extent and say you're actually running away from the person that you knew you always were.
True.
It's that simple. You are running away, and the fact that you're saying, hey, my friend, camera, and you wanted to be on TV, but for the longest time, you need to tell yourself that that's not you.
That's not a real career.
Yeah, because it's actually programming that happened when you're growing up, because they were telling you, no, fold your mind like this, and fold your mind like this. So, yeah. And we're not saying school is bad and stuff like that. We're just saying do what you love, and you can find that through school. Even if you're a designer, there's design school, and there's wara. Keep your family happy, keep your mom happy, keep everyone around you happy. Nah, I didn't do it per se, but this journey is way tougher than actually that, because there's more understanding and love once things start, when the
working out,
they start budding. Oh, okay, there's direction now.
Yeah.
And you need to be strong enough, long enough, because it's gonna take a lot of time. I think people think that because now I was comfortable with the fact that I might just do this and I might not see any fruits till I'm 40. I was comfortable.
You were realistic.
Yeah, and my mom was like, stuff like that. But you need to be comfortable with the fact that it's not gonna happen overnight, and it might take time. So that if you don't make it in 2 years, you are fine.
You're okay.
And if you don't make it in 5, you're fine. Jiggy life happens, you make it in 4.
True.
But you need to be comfortable with the fact that you're gonna fail, and it's not gonna be an overnight thing. You're gonna see people in your same field
who are
make it overnight.
Yeah. True.
Kids younger than you, and you must be asking you want to do this. Nobody sent you. You want to do it?
Ashifa.
Yeah. Exactly.
True. Yeah. That's a good one. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I really enjoyed this chat because it taught me a whole lot more about entrepreneurship than I thought I knew, and I really hope that someone who's watching got a little bit of inspiration or learned something from this video from our brother over here. And if you guys want to see him back on my channel, please do let me know, because as you can see, he has a lot of wisdom to give us. So last question. What message do you wanna give to the people who are watching this? Like, what do you wanna leave them with?
The people who are thinking of pursuing their passion, because understand that obviously we are for schooling. Not everybody can be an entrepreneur, not everybody can be an actor. We all need to find our spaces in society, and sometimes you need to pursue it with all your heart, even though it's not something that people clap hands for. The one thing that I want to tell people, especially the people who are pursuing anything, is the fact that number one, you need to work hard. I know that's taboo, but there's certain things that people who've already made it say a lot. There's no formula to success, but there's a pattern. They'll talk of hard work, yada, but hard work is a given. You need to work hard, because you're gonna have to work harder than the people around you if you want to make it, because there's most probably people who have or are doing the things that you're already doing, so you need to stand out. Secondly is consistency. Consistency is very, very key. A lot of people do things, leave, and sometimes people say, if you kept at that level, you would have made it. You look at certain artists, you look at certain YouTubers, some people that have great content, they're just not as consistent. Some people, they don't have the best of stuff, but they're consistent, so they make it further because they're there. You need them, they're there every single time. So in terms of success, consistency is like that friend that's always there. You need to always have consistency. If you're a consistent brand, then you are gonna go far. You have to support yourself. You have to believe in yourself more than anyone else, because nobody's gonna do it for you. If it's a thing where you're gonna look for motivation and support externally, then you're gonna fail yourself a lot of time. Yes, people have to support you, but you need to understand that you're gonna have to be your biggest fan for the lonely nights. Another point, improvement. Make sure that your quality improves every single time. The one thing that I always tell people is the fact that when you came to the first London as the last one, there's going to be a major difference. If you came to the one last year and the one, you're going to see, oh, you have this now. What is this or this, you know? Yeah, stuff like that. So you're going to have to improve a lot in that sense. What's this? Yeah, improvement. Just in whatever product you have, improve the quality. If you're in music, improve your studio equipment and stuff like that. If you're a YouTuber, lights and camera, just make sure you improve, because people are gonna take the fact that you're starting for so long. You're gonna have to grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Sometimes you're gonna have to move quicker than your opponents or your counterparts, just to show that I'm serious. Exactly. Yeah, and guys, just let your passion and what you want to do, just let it fuel you, let it move you forward, and you don't need to be doing what your friends are doing. There's that picture of the person searching, or they're in a gold mine or diamond mine, the person digs there, gets a small diamond, leaves, you leave your stash of diamonds to go dig in this hole, and only to find that there's nothing. See, so stay in your lane, be yourself. Self-awareness is one of the biggest things. If you really truly know yourself and who you are and what you love, then you won't struggle. Because there's certain things that are always, I can look at things and say, Mafio would be good in that.
Yeah.
Mafio would excel in this, and that's mostly the things that we run away from. But do you love what you do, work hard, show passion, and the dark days are worth it. That's the one thing I want to tell people, is that the dark days are worth it, especially when people around you start saying, hey, I'm proud of you and this and that, and you're like, hey, I'm actually doing this. And sometimes celebrate the small victories, because sometimes
the milestone.
As much as Mafia thinks, hey, I'm far, I don't think I'm far. You get where I'm coming from? So celebrate it and be proud of yourself along the journey, and you'll make it. You'll make it. Why not you? Just ask yourself, well, why can't I be this person? But yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much.